And I think that this is actually a good place for one skyscraper there. And we will need to upgrade all of this here. So this is going to all be regular roads. So let's do that right now so that we don't have a bunch of high rises on dirt roads, because that's not going to work for us. But I think this works well for our downtown area, mainly because we sort of had the old town there, and then this would be like the newer town, but it's not so new that it's like suburban sprawl. It would be more, this is what they may have built out in like the 20th century, late 19th century, when they were first doing skyscrapers. And then as time evolved, we get more buildings like that. And I think that's the vibe I'm really going for here. But we do need to fix some things here, like that. We got a slope too steep. That's okay. We can even modify this grid a little bit just so that everything kind of meets up. And that's okay. That probably doesn't work either. That can be a longer block and we can put something else there. But let's go ahead and keep going because we are making money, so I'm not too worried. And then I want to put this really thin building, one of these really thin buildings. I don't know which one yet, but I have to do a little bit of work to make that happen. So I think, will it fit now? No, space already occupied. So I think I know what I can do. I'll have to temporarily break that connection, and I'm going to see which one I like better. They're the same building. Okay, so that one's $40,000. Which is this one? $80,000. I'm going to go with the cheaper one. We're trying to save some money here. And see, now we've got a problem. And I think we all know what the problem is. But I know how to fix the problem. It's just, that does look cool though. I like that in the middle there. So we'll have to do some terraforming. And we may have to revamp this too. But it's okay. It's going to be worth it to have this cool building in our skyline, in this cool spot. But the problem is we have a slope too steep warning now. We may have to actually curve this around like this and then go straight. And that's okay, we can do that. And then we need another one-way there. And unfortunately, we don't want it to be like that. So we're gonna start over here. It is a tedious process, but I want these to be straight and aligned along this so that this is sort of facing the waterfront. And I think it'll look really cool like that. And that's pretty. We did break a lot of our stops and stuff, but it's absolutely okay. I'm not worried at it. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fine. These will repair themselves over time. I am going to put some office along here too, because we do have some demand, and that way that will develop. And we're going to put some high density as well. But what we are going to do is we're going to make this a district so that we have some control over the district style and the specialization. I think this would be a good place to put the Heart of Korea, because I think this will be a good transitional phase. And those Heart of Korea ones do create multi-story buildings with light density. So that would work. So we do have to reorient this because we can put one of our larger buildings there. So let's curve that. For this one, we're going to change the district style to Heart of Korea, and it's going to develop into more medium-sized buildings, which will go well with our high density that we're going to bring in here. So we'll bring in more high density along here and here. And I do want to see what kind of specialization we can throw in. We could do self-sufficient. We could do wall-to-wall. I think we could do residential wall-to-wall. Those would look good. We could do IT cluster, which will create some higher rise buildings here. And then for our commercial specialization, we can do wall-to-wall. We could do tourism, actually, of commercial specialization for like light density, and it'll change the commercial to like hotels and stuff. But let's go ahead and continue our downtown a little more. So we have another high-rise building we can put along here. This one's also 80,000. And I think that is cool. It's a little weird because they're along the same plane there, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. That's a huge one. It's a lot of money too. So we aren't going to put that one yet. And this is going to reduce the amount of money we're making in profit. I'm peppering in zone buildings with the high rises. So this one's pretty tall. I think it'll be good right there, kind of as a centerpiece of our downtown. And then we can put a smaller one back here maybe. I really like the one Montgomery. I think it is the one from San Francisco. And obviously, I'm in the Bay Area, so of course I'm going to like the San Francisco stuff. I think it could go there. Yeah, we need power. So we're running low on power right now, and I think I'm going to do the advanced coal power plant this time. And that'll bump our electricity up. We already have one, but that's okay. And then we need to empty our garbage, and we'll let that one go. Now we need to keep going with our development. Let's look at our downtown. We don't have enough educated workers, so maybe the IT specialization wasn't a good idea. I think we need a university. It's a lot of money, but I think it would be cool along the waterfront here. We can redo that to put the high capacity university. We'll do one right there. Yeah, that actually looks really cool, and that'll help with our education. And then behind here, because we got to kind of go around it, we won't be able to do that, but we can do that instead. And that does not look good. The terrain is kind of ugly. I'm just going to cover that up with landscaping, to be honest.
Get up on it and do. Get up on it and do. My channel's driving on it. Don't see the online. Get a little bit of my yeah. Get a little bit of my ooh. I'm shining without you so bright.
So we'll have to put more residential because we do have a lot of residential demand, and we can put that back here, and we'll continue just filling out the blank areas a little bit. I think that could be good for residential as well, and that way we at least have something to work with. And these come from the Plazas and Promenades DLC. They are the wall-to-wall residential buildings. They look a little funky, but they work for a downtown. They kind of look like gentrification buildings. So one of them has the sort of face that looks like the Chad meme. I always laugh at that. So we're going to cut this district in half right there. And then I already have an idea for what we're going to put there for commercial. We're going to change up the whole district style because I have a DLC that'll work for it. So first, I am going to put it there. And I want to use Modern City Center as the pack, basically, like the district style. And it's going to have these cool looking downtown buildings. They don't always spawn in kind of the same style, but that's okay. So let's see if it spawns in the right one this time. But they're like kind of a European style modern downtown. So I think that they'll work really nicely. So that's probably a little too high to go there, but it can go back here. And then let's look at what we have in Heart of Korea, because I think there is some high rises in this pack that we could use. Yes, this one. And I think there's enough room back here that this would look cool right there. That works. And then this is kind of like, you see there's a taper to the skyline, or it starts sort of lower and goes up and then comes back down. And a lot of skylines look that way, and it's just very like aesthetically pleasing. So we're gonna keep that vibe going. I'm gonna put this one right here, but I wanna upgrade this to regular road. In fact, I'm going to upgrade it to this one, and then we're going to put palms along it. But we're going to do the smaller palms. No, even smaller. That just feels a little imposing. And then we're going to put this here. And that is the Dosan Square Center. And it looks like that. And I think that's pretty with the mixed sort of palm trees and the tram line there. And then we'll throw in some more high density residential here and just a few little offices. And then we'll put more offices here. In fact, we don't need offices. We're going to put commercial. You know what I might do here? I might do parking lot. Yeah, that won't fit. It's too small. But we'll do parking lots here, as downtowns always have a lot of parking. Let's look at the modern Japan pack, because there's a lot of good downtown style buildings. I think that one can go there, and then that one can go right there. And then we will put the road back And then this little spot is going to be trees. And that gives us a nice downtown skyline that's layered in height. It's not all one height of just these huge buildings. So next, I want to put some kind of plaza as well. Oh, this sidewalk cafe would be cute, actually. Right there. Let's look at it. Ouch. That's a harsh terrain difference. We might change it. We might put it right there. And we might do something different for this. Usually, I think what works is if we just zone it. It's not perfect, but it'll be better. See, that doesn't look bad. But we will put another high rise here, maybe. Only have $200,000 left, too, so I have to be careful. I think this, actually, this little guy right there, that's going to go there, actually. And then I might switch this one a little further back to go right there. And then that looks a little nicer and a little cleaner. And then I need something smaller. This would be cute right there. And see, I'm already running out of money. So I do have to kind of be careful about what I pick. I say that as I'm about to drop $50,000 on one of these buildings because I think it's going to look cute. There. Let's look at that from far away. How does that look? We need that good, like, YouTube thumbnail image. This one might be better right there. And then the rest of this is going to be zoned. We do need a fire department. That's $60,000. That's too much. We're just going to do a small fire department and then we're going to fill the rest of this because there is a lot of demand pent up for this stuff. You know what? This works. I don't think this is a bad idea. And then we'll just keep going with it. It's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be. And then here, we're going to extend this district. Over here, and then over here. And we're going to make a little different district out of this. I was thinking about it. I was going to do the heart of Korea there, but no. But I think this actually would look cute as part of the historic European suburbia. And then this, what I'm going to do here is Brooklyn and Queens. Because we want these. I like these. These are going to be good for next to downtown. And this is also going to be Brooklyn and Queens. All of this is actually. And that's how I use districts to really refine sort of the district style of each area and give every neighborhood sort of its own flavor. You can see it in the differences of the buildings and sort of what spawns. We do have some issues here. What is this issue? Multiple problems. What does the percent mean? Is it my taxes are too high? That might be. Okay, we can lower the taxes a little bit on you. Oh yeah, the commercial taxes were a little high. We're gonna give them a minute. Then we have an issue with not enough educated workers, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Now we're gonna do a little bit of detailing along this parking lot, just so that we have something to show for ourselves. And I really like these little trees. The red trees are pretty, and we're gonna go there. I'm gonna do a couple of these pines, and I might do the larger, what is this? A baobab tree, yeah. Here, palms for sure. Coconut palms is cute. And then maybe a few bushes. And we could even put some park props because we do have props that we can play with. Just to give this whole area a nice, just little complete feel. Those little scenes like that, they're not game changing. They don't really have a lot of effect. Maybe the trees affect land value a little bit, but it just makes things feel a little more complete. See, it's pretty, it's nice. And it looks like we're still having some issues with power. So something happened here with our power grid. Oh, okay. So we had issues with sewage and that killed our power. So we'll start with the inland water treatment plant here. We'll do 2 of those to address the sewage. And now we also need more water, which I am going to actually do right there, a water tower. And it should also put our power plants back online. Let's see. Yeah, it did. There's so much more we could do here. No, we're not going to demolish that. There's more that we can add here to make this feel real. The first thing I want to do is maybe some simple, just like a simple one of these little ones. I have to find the little one. That's a small playground. This all came with hotels and retreats, and I'm looking for the right one. Maybe not. Maybe we just do a parking lot. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do one parking lot, and then we'll throw in some props here. We can do a couple of little grills or kiosks of some sorts. So we're going to put this path through here, and then we'll put some trees around it. This is going to be a little harder to cover up, but I'm up for the challenge. We're going to use these. And it's not good and it's not ideal. And see, that's all concrete, so it really doesn't look that good. But we could do a rock maybe. We'll put a signature tree. We'll go back to our baobab. That looks cool as hell. And in between here, this is another good play, is just throwing trees in the empty spaces in between buildings and roads. We'll get into the medium trees. These little guys always work. Like, it looks better than a bunch of blank blocks like this. So now we have a gorgeous downtown, and this is a good place to put it because it's right along the river. It's a little ways away from where this opening might have been like a port, and we could do a port there at some point. It's been nice using the Skyscrapers DLC in a vanilla build because I actually never had the opportunity to do so, and I wanted to do it in my Sandy Beach series, but I ended up kind of ending that series and starting over on a vanilla build because of Cities 2 and all of that I'm just enjoying Cities 1. If you don't know, I'm doing Twitch streams now. I'm going live. I'm playing Cities 1. We're building a modded city there. I go live on Twitch almost every day. Not every day, but I'm going to come up with a schedule pretty soon. So if you like Twitch, go find me on there. I'm Cities by Diana. I do a lot of live streams there too. Because you never got taught true America in school. Yeah, they didn't teach you about parking lots. That's the American dream. They didn't teach you about building the suburbs. That's the American dream. Otherwise, it's been great spending my afternoon with you. Ohio is skibbity. Ohio edges until it goons while drinking a grimace shake with Baby Gronk and Livy Dunn in my favorite city of Cleveland.